Hello, and welcome to my D&D sessions. We are starting off within the fine city of Baldur's Gate, located decently far south along the Sword Coast. Uh, it's near the region of, I can never pronounce the word, Amn, A-M-N, for those that are interested. It's a cool day. Clouds wisping overhead. It's decently clear, the sun shining down upon the clear grass fields outside the city and the sparkling waters of the Chianthar River. Oh, Jesus. Chianthar River. Don't say that 10 times fast. And all around you are the noises of the city. More specifically, the Blushing Mermaid, where you have glasses clinking together as friends toast one another from meeting up. You hear general conversation of just people all around catching up, telling tales, spreading rumors, orders being taken, food being brought around, sweet aroma of smoked ham and chicken, fresh fish from perhaps that day's catch, and the tang of various sorts of alcohols. It's nice, it's peaceful, and so we have our intrepid party. 5 friends who haven't met for some years, finally meeting again for the first time in a long while. Destined to... Alright, let's turn that down a little bit. So anyone that's having trouble with hearing me over the ambient noise, go to the sound settings, which is the little music note on the right-hand side, and turn down the playlists one a little bit. Alright, anyone having troubles now?
Nope.
I'm all set.
Alright, fantastic. Nope, I'm just making sure. That way we don't have any problems with not being able to hear me over noise and music and stuff. I'm trying to do nice ambient background noise, but I know sometimes, sometimes I talk too softly and I need to project more.
It's quality. I appreciate it.
I seem to be picking you up A-OK on the recording, guy.
BEA, beautiful. In which case, so, my dear party, if the 5 of you would to go around, actually, if everybody could roll me a d20, please. That way nobody tries to accidentally jump down another's throat in describing their character first. And we will let the dice dictate who gets to go first.
This one?
Give me a second. Let me figure out how to roll here.
All right, so in the very bottom of the chat window, you should see little dice. Hit the d20 and then click roll.
Bottom of the chat window, little dice.
Ooh,
Oh, I
nice.
accidentally rolled 2.
No, you were supposed to roll, Jason.
He said he rolled 2 by accident.
What I mean by that is that I accidentally rolled 2 d20s.
It showed only one.
Okay.
Yeah, you're good.
The thing is showing that I rolled 2.
I think it might be that you rolled the d20 and then it showed that you rolled a natural 20 underneath it, darling. I think it's just saying that you got the highest roll because it's in green, right?
Yes. Green will always mean highest, red will mean lowest. Blue means you rolled both highest and lowest within the same roll of dice. Anyway, dear Billy, I believe we are waiting
Still
on.
looking.
All right, so on the right-hand side in the
Mark.
Foundry settings, the little chat bubbles,
Okay.
and then you should see other people's roles in the middle, down at the bottom of that.
Yep. Sure enough. I got you.
Oh, I did get a 20.
You did. You probably get to go first.
There we go. All right, and
There's
with
no
that,
probably in a natural 20. It is definite.
Sometimes there's probablys in natural 20s, darling.
that's a little bit of a dick move, but I've done that. So yes, Jason, if you would like to introduce yourself.
Hello, I am Spike Sword Steel. And I am here to destroy any evil thing that comes in my path. If you are an evil thing that comes in my path, prepare to die.
And you missed your calling as a pro wrestler. Jesus Christ.
Still young. Anything else you want to say about your character, Jason, sweetheart?
Also, I like big swords.
And I cannot lie.
Thank you. I was thinking the exact same thing.
Oh boy. Is that all you want to say, babe?
Absolutely.
Very well. Spikes?
Also, don't ever touch my sword. Or else it'll chop you to pieces.
Cursed sword for the future. Checkmark that, Calith.
Oh, trust me, that was checkmarked before we even started.
Excellent.
All right, and Kat, if you would like to introduce yourself.
Okay. I guess I talked like, I guess myself. Okay.
You talk however you wish. If you want to do it in character, do it in character.
I wasn't sure if I was like just talking about the character or if I was actually going to go, okay, my name is Megda. I am a proud mother of 9, and I'm currently adventuring to visit some of my friends. And we're going to this lovely mermaid pub. I'm just so excited. It's just so exotic here. Also, she's a half orc. And yeah, she's very excited. That's about it.
Beautiful. Billy, I believe you are up.
So I'm confused. Are we talking to each other, or are we introducing our
It is
characters
mostly
in general?
introducing your character to the other players. If you wish to do that in character, I accented, funny voice, what have you, please feel free. If you wish to just talk normally like I am now, again, please feel free. And the same goes for the entire rest of the game. You guys decide how you want to do things, whether it's in character or out.
Well, how in the world would I not be in character? I mean, do you understand how long I've been waiting to do this again? Holy mackerel. Well, y'all, my name is Bucephalus Grayson McAllister, and it is a pleasure to see y'all. I like traveling and doing things, and I love hunting brew mead. Last time I was at a place, they didn't have it. I went here, there, and everywhere trying to find it, so I'm kind of hoping they have it here. So I guess we will see how this goes.
Oh, doesn't he have just the most beautiful accent?
Oh, well, thank you. Aren't you a darling?
So exotic. Oh, it's so nice. You don't hear, where I come from, we don't have accents. It's very strange. No one has any accent.
Yeah, that's fascinating. I pinned you to be a northerner.
Actually, to the west, but yeah, I guess it's a little bit northern from here.
Gotcha. Yeah, I was gonna say. Yes, well, it's very nice to meet you.
I think he got into the mead because we all knew each other, don't you know?
I'm always into the mead.
Oh,
Well, it's been a
no.
problem sometimes, though.
So,
Oh, this is shaping up to be fun. Heather, I believe it is your turn.
Give me a moment, please.
Take your time.
Hurg can go first.
Are you sure?
Aaron?
I'm sure.
Okie dokie. Hold on. Let me just wiggle my way into character real quick. My name is Hurg Swordsteel, and my younger brother is Spike Swordsteel. We're two brothers what come from the countryside a bit to the west of the city. Our family is a family of blacksmiths, some of the best blacksmiths around, and we make the best swords and axes and what have you in existence. We like to go roaming
we also
around.
train for fighting.
Well, yes, of course. You can't make weapons without testing them out. Yeah. So we
Murder!
not murder, just justice. But anywho, we like to go roaming around and finding new places to help and new things to see, and also bringing word of our family's blacksmithery around so that people go and pay homage to it and buy some things. All of our
Money.
weapons are trademark sword steel. And we make pretty good. Make pretty good. And I'm a half orc, as you can see. I was from a previous marriage. And I like axes, spears, and small fluffy animals. And my hat. I very much like my straw hat that has been passed down through generations of sword steels. That's me.
Swords.
Yes, brother. Gently pats his brother on the head.
Well, that just leaves the other one over there.
All right, dear Heather.
Okay. Just give me a second. I'm trying to get her accent here.
You're fine. Deep
Um,
breaths. Don't worry about messing up. I'm gonna fuck up more times than you will be able to count just in this first session, okay? Seriously, do not fret, okay?
Mm-hmm. Okay. My name is Sitlali. I am a Mean Kun Tabaxi. I come from a long line family of bounty hunters, and I do tend to stay to myself. I love gold, so if you got gold, I like you a lot. But other than that, if you want to have company or want a friend, I will be sort of happy to join you with whatever group you have, and that's all.
Babe, that was
Fantastic.
beautiful. You didn't tell me you were dropping that on me.
That was really good, Heather.
I tried.
Contain that. This is going to be a lot of fun.
And as you folks are taking a couple minutes to kind of reacquaint yourselves with one another, a fine elven lass comes sashaying her way up to the table. And, oh, hey there. What can I get for y'all?
I am thinking about it.
Well,
Drinks, food. Come on, sweet cheeks.
What?
While he takes a ponder, can I have a hummingbird mead?
Certainly can do, hon.
Praise be to Lathander.
No,
What
aren't
kind
you
of-
just a duck?
I will take a one larger than my entire body bowl of spaghetti.
Spaghetti? You mean spaghetti there, hun?
I can say it.
Oh, I'm not denying that. I just want to make sure I'm getting the order right.
Well, you are. Thanks for asking.
Fantastic, although I can't promise the size of the bowl. It's we only go up so big.
It's okay. That was mostly a joke.
You might want to bring 2 of those bowls, cause it's only partly a joke.
Oh dear. All right.
And if you have anything that's fizzy, I would love whatever that is. Fizzy and possibly fruity flavored. He looks extremely hopeful.
Fizzy and fruity. All right. Can't promise you'll be standing on your feet after drinking it, but
As long as it tastes sweeter than strawberries in summertime, I do not care if I'm walking by the end of the night.
all right. Well, it looks like we're on the same page there, hun.
He
I'll
smiles
just have
very
some
happily.
water. It's been a long day, and I want to make sure I'm staying hydrated.
All right. And anything for you over there? You've been kind of quiet there. Looking right at you, Sit.
I was just letting everybody else talk. Anything with your finest fish.
Our finest fish. Well, we are the blushing mermaid. If we didn't do fish, there'd be something wrong.
Whatever your finest fish dish is fine.
All right. I'll have your orders back in a jiffy. And she sachets away.
Hey, how much gold are we starting with, pray tell?
Oh yeah, I didn't quite go over that. That's my bad.
How about just 1,000?
No,
I don't know.
I like you, Jason. I like you. Takes guts. We'll say 20 apiece.
Okay, cool.
Which, if you go into
Patrick, not now.
thine inventories, under the inventory bit, there will be
Patrick,
gold
go.
going kind of across, not quite the top middle of it. Just change the gold there from whatever it is to a 20.
I have already changed yours for you, Jason, just so you know.
Okay.
All right, let me see if I can find this. 1 second.
All right, so yeah, if you pull up your character sheet, you'll have your portrait in the top left-hand corner. Right beneath that, there will be a button that says Attributes. To the right of that, it says Inventory. And then just beneath that, you will see Currency, and then Platinum, Gold, Electrum, Silver, Copper. With the numbers being to the right of the respective currency. Yes, no, maybe so. Is anybody else having trouble with it?
I was just saying, yeah,
No, I didn't have a clue.
I haven't found it yet, but I'll work it out. That seems pretty cut and dry.
Oh,
Sounds good.
it's Jason's first time in here. Jason, do you remember where I pulled up the character sheet on mine? Do you know how to pull yours up?
Oh yeah, I saved it on my desktop.
Oh no, baby. So on the computer itself, right here, when we're all in
Oh.
the game, if you go to the right, you see conversation bubbles, you see a fist, and then you see a group of people next to that. If you click on the group of people, then click on Wednesday, you should see Spike Swordsteel, and you can click on him, and then you have your character sheet.
Okay, I see it.
And then if you want to make it smaller so you're not staring at it the whole time instead of the map, you can go up to the gray part above your big name where it says Spike Swordsteel, and you can, when you see the arrow key go in all the different 4 directions, you can double click on that, and it'll go down really small, and then you can double click on it to make it big again. Okay, babe?
Okay.
Aaron, you kind of incidentally walked me through that, so thank you.
Well, Caleb walked us through it last time when we were setting up characters, but Jason didn't have access to a computer yet, so
Me neither. So,
you're welcome.
that's all I'll say. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
This is... Okay, so 20 gold, 3 dots. What do you click to make it small?
Double click
You-
the gray bar.
At the very top of your plate, where it says the name of your character, right above your picture and your big name, the gray bar itself.
Yep, all set. Beautiful. Thank you.
No problem.
And thank you, Caitlin.
I just sat here and let Aaron do all the work.
Yeah, but you showed me how to do it last time when I was being Vanna and demonstrating.
There you go.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it would probably just take me a session to get my hands on it, and I'll be caught up.
Oh yeah. Well, until I throw more stuff at you, like tokens.
Oh, I can't wait to see my drawing in a token. My black and white drawing in a token.
Mostly it's just gonna fill the little square, but we'll see.
That's all I get.
Tokens.
I like tokens.
All right.
All right, so I'm just gonna make Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, you first.
Oh, I was just getting ready to make table talk.
Please have at it.
Well, I haven't seen y'all in how long's it been? What, at least a year, right?
Yeah.
I was like, how's everybody doing?
Think it's probably been about a year, hasn't it? I know it wasn't this cold last time we met up, though.
Yeah. Oh my, you're not kidding.
I did not dress properly for this. And he kind of eyes his vest. While it is lined with the soft fur, it has no sleeves and was therefore a poor choice.
Well, yes, you should have definitely brought a coat. You'll always bring a coat. You never know how cold it's going to be outside. I know you go outside, you think it's going to be nice and toasty, and it's always chilly. So you should always bring a coat. Always be prepared. That's what I always say.
Yes, Miss Megda, I'm sorry that I didn't think of it. He rubs the back of his head sheepishly.
It's not a
Times
problem.
like
Just it's a learning experience. So definitely, you're learning your lesson here, and next time you'll know to bring a coat.
Well, apparently Mom over here hadn't dropped a beat. Thank you, Mom.
She's not your mom. Hurg looks very confused.
it's
I
a
feel
time.
like I'm everyone's mom. Raising up 9 kids. Yeah. Just always kind of take the mom role in all of the groups you're in.
Okay.
It's times like these that I like that I'm a main coon.
Yes, you probably don't have any trouble with this weather at all. You are so fluffy.
Don't touch me, please.
Hurg had made no movements to touch the cat. He was just admiring the fur from afar.
Okay.
Well, a
Very
certain
good with the
irony
small
to a
talk.
cat we can't. A certain
In the-
irony to a cat we can't pet.
Well, she's a person first and a cat second. I don't really pet people. That's kind of awkward.
Yeah, I guess you got a point. I never really thought about it like that.
As you're saying that, the young elvish lass comes walking back up with mugs, like 3 mugs in each hand. You can see plates delicately stacked on both of her arms and on top of her head. And she just very daintily walks up and, all right, here, folks, got your orders. And she starts setting the mugs out in front of each of you. And then as she clears one hand, she starts taking plates off of the top of her head and off of her arms and stuff, and getting everything set out and laid out before you folks. All right. I think we're all good here, unless you folks need anything else. I'll just leave you to it.
Wow, you've got great balance.
I've been here quite a few years, hon. Thank you.
So I look at her and I say, "Thank you, ma'am. Much appreciated." In the most fluttering, velvety Elvish ever.
First roll of the night goes to you, Billy. Make a persuasion check for me. I swear to God, you roll a natural one, I'm booting you from the game.
Jeez. Let me bring that up again.
Oh wait, we're rolling now?
Oh, not you, just Billy.
Okay.
So yeah, go into your character sheet, and then
Yep.
under the attributes, which will be the main page, you should see towards the middle left all of the skill checks. Just click on the one you want to roll.
Oh, okay. Attributes. Okay. Let's see. So make a persuasion check.
Pretty please.
Why do I not see persuasion?
It's below perception and performance. It's all alphabetical.
It's
Oh,
the
I'm
last
not
P
seeing it.
before religion.
It's right by wisdom.
Yeah, I'm not seeing that either, but I think it's just my. I have a relatively small screen here. So.
It is directly to the right of your large wisdom modifier.
Need to maximize this to full screen.
You can
There we go.
also probably
Yep.
use the pop out option.
That's what I did. Alright, I clicked perception. Did it work?
You hit perception, yeah, but
You need
Or,
to hit
My bad.
persuasion.
Persuasion. Right.
what's it doing two?
Because I have it set up to do that automatically.
Oh, okay.
How come we don't see it in the rolls though?
There it goes. Okay,
there
because
we
it was
go.
taking a sweet time. I was starting to panic a little.
Loading can happen occasionally. Please stay clear of the loading and the unloading zones.
So, with a 9,
Absolutely not. Unacceptable.
oh, aren't you a sweet thing? And she just kind of gently pats you on the top of your head. I'll be around, hon.
Well, that was easy. Apparently I haven't lost my touch.
What touch? Hurg once again looks genuinely confused, which is not a new thing.
He's trying to be a flirt, sweet.
Oh. Why don't you just give her flowers?
I like Hurg's idea better.
See, it have to. I almost feel like it's a conversation for another time, but you gotta set a mood. You know, don't just jump to here, have a plant.
Why not? Flowers are pretty. I'd like flowers.
Duly noted. I will hand you a flower next time I see one.
Aw, that's really nice, Boo Boo.
Oh, that is so sticking.
Hurg looks very happy.
Oh God, you see honky tonk man, boo boo. Jesus Christ.
Just wait, if you drink some kind of potion that changes your gender, you can be Honey Boo Boo.
You went there.
I may have been thinking about this for a long time.
I just threw up a little bit.
You're welcome.
Oh, this is gonna be so good. All right.
Caleb
As-
slowly takes notes to add in.
Always. Are you kidding? half the campaign's written just from the banter between the players.
Accurate.
As the food is set down and the ribaldry continues amongst the party, suddenly, just out of nowhere, a fellow just kind of stumbles into the table, nearly upsetting everything.
Oh, my drink!
Are you okay?
Yeah, fine. You lot look like some of them Venturing types. Eh? Yeah, yeah, you did.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Glad you asked.
God, I don't like venturing types. You've got to pay for it when you're done venturing. Us. And he tries to point to himself, but it just kind of like goes over his shoulder. This guy is clearly drunk off of his rocker.
This dude is drunk as heck.
I think he needs to hydrate.
Nah, I'm fine. I lost my friend. Some venturing types.
Oh, buddy, that's rough. I'm real sorry. What happened?
Went with him. They took him into a cave and he got ate. Got ate by one of the. Got ate by a big giant thing.
Grabs my plate of fish, like, away.
Attempts to hold the man's hair back for him and face him away from other people's drinks.
Igda is also helping with that.
And he just after that third convulsion,
Has this guy lost his marbles?
I'd like it known at the second I hide under the table.
That's not a good place to be, but anyway, you were saying, Caleb.
And he just doubles over right by the table, and he loses actually pretty much only liquid. Just all over the floor, and it goes splattering, and some droplets smack on you, Boo Boo. And there's another guy that comes walking up, and is like, oh, Jesus, John. Are you folks okay? I'm so sorry. Nah, he's been hitting the ale a little too hard tonight.
Oh, we heard.
You might want to flag him.
We heard you lost a friend.
He's drunk.
Examines my fish to make sure nothing got on it.
Yeah, the fish is looking pretty fine. No splatters apart from what's supposed to be there.
No harm.
Yeah. Nah. Poor Eric. That was actually a while ago, quite a few months. Nah, some fancy pants adventuring types came wandering through town, and their honeyed words and shiny coins tempted a few guards to help walk them out to somewhere, God knows where. I wasn't there for it, and well, some of them didn't come home. And
what was the adventure at hand?
Hell if I know. Apparently it was giants or something.
Oh, yeah. He said somebody got eaten. Giants would definitely eat people. I steer clear of those.
Yeah. But and as he's talking, he's just kind of rubbing John's back, just kind of patting it a little, and you get the feeling this might be a little bit of a common occurrence.
See?
Yeah. No, he didn't take it too well, and we try not to go out drinking too much, but hey, sometimes things happen.
Yeah, that's real rough, buddy. I'm sorry to hear that.
Hey, just out of curiosity, if I may, can you tell me where this cave is?
Much obliged, and I wouldn't know. Like I said, I wasn't there.
Oh, do you know anybody that was? That made it back anyway?
Oh gosh, was Was Jorn a part of that one? He might have been. You could go talk to him. I'm not sure, but I don't know where he's holding up at the moment. No, it's. Excuse me, sorry. And he extends a hand to each of you. Name's Rieg. I guess I better introduce myself at this point. Uh, John here, I think, already did a good enough job of introducing himself. Sorry for the interesting first round, but no, Joran might have been a part of it. I don't remember. I think he might be hauling up outside a little Kalimshan over on the north side of the hill, but I don't really know otherwise.
Well, if it would help, we could maybe go and see if this is something we can deal with and get your friend some peace of mind, at least. Knowing that
I think
his friend's killer's down the drain, hopefully.
I'm pretty sure the killer's already down the drain. Even though some of the other guards around the city didn't come back, those adventuring types did, and well, they had a couple of pretty big heads between them. But appreciate the sentiment.
Ah, well, then I guess nothing we could do to help out with that. Still,
It's all
real
good.
sorry to hear about your friend and all that.
Thanks. If you're looking for
guess it
work,
sucks.
Are we looking for work? Hurg looks
What?
at Meg, the mother of the group.
Oh, I don't know. I'm always, keen to help out some people. I was just thinking you might need a hand getting your friend John back, back to his home here. He looks like he's a little, worn out here. We may need to help him get home.
oh
the
no,
work?
he'll be fine. He's actually hauling up upstairs.
Okay, well, if you do need a hand, we're always here. We can definitely help make sure he gets to bed. He definitely needs to sleep some of this intoxication off. Alcohol can do a real number on you.
Oh yeah, we've learned that. But nah, I'll be able to drag him upstairs once I've got him watered up a little bit. Um, no, if you folks are looking for anything, I heard there was another retired fancy pants adventuring type came into a lot of money from their adventures and is looking for some help. What was their name? Syndra? Syndra? Yeah, I think that was the name. Um, I know the last name at least. Sylvain. If you go look them up, they might have something for you if you're bored.
That sounds very elfy. That's right up your alley, Boo Boo.
Boy. Yeah.
You
Yeah,
should
I
probably
mean,
you should probably get off of the floor there. You're gonna get yourself all dirty.
Anyway, let me get John here, and I'll go sit him down, get him some water, and he'll be right as rain in the morning. Maybe. But thank you, folks, for not taking too much offense at his little outburst.
Well, of course, individuals grieve in many different ways. Absolutely. You both take care now, okay?
He just nods gratefully and is gently guiding John uh, back to their table on the other side.
hey, Caliph, question.
Hey, Billy, answer.
Strictly for character reasons, considering I'm the only one here that's recycling a character, can I use some of the adventures they had with the previous group in terms of storytelling purposes?
That is completely up to you. Your guys' stories before this is your guys' stories before this.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure I could canonize that and not, mess anything up.
I mean, it's technically canonized in another world entirely, but it's semantics.
Alternate reality, Boo Boo.
God. Passive aggressive as ever.
So basically, this is like an alternate universe
Oh,
where, like, not all of us did, where, like, all of us didn't die.
well, Jason, You and me don't have to worry about alternate universes because these are both brand new characters for us. And it's the same thing for Kathy's character. And well, Heather remade her character sort of into a different person because they're a Maine Coon now. Billy's the only one with the
Completely
exact same
different.
character.
Although I'm pretty sure it was Reika that I killed.
Yeah,
Who's Reika?
it was the warlock.
Oh yeah, zombification. Real
I just
possibility in
kept
this
getting,
campaign too, I
I
bet.
literally just kept getting bit to the point where I said, just kill me.
Wait, you died?
Good memories. Good memories.
Everybody died. We got
Couldn't
TPK'd.
fly.
Oh, wait, yeah, you died, but also Billy's first character in the last campaign that we did with the Gibbers also died from zombies. Why are we all dying from zombies?
So yeah,
That's
this
why I
is
was-
definitely an alternate universe where none of us died.
Well,
Correct.
we're different people than we were. So we've got all new characters. This is a whole different story
80%
except for
of us
Billy.
have new characters.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, so you don't have to worry about universes, Jason, because Spike is a whole different person than any of your other characters.
Aside from like Sanic and Bronze Hammer knowing each other, because that's like a storyline.
Well, if you want, maybe Hurg and Spike met them too when they were out walking around and adventuring and advertising for their blacksmith shop and swords.
Maybe that's where Bronze Hammer got his hammer.
Ah, geez, that's a really good idea, actually. Yeah, Bronze Hammer got his hammer from Sword Steel Industries. Trademark.
LLC, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
We are publicly traded, so please buy stock.
Oh, man.
Seriously, there are rules for incorporating in D&D, so if you do decide to go that route, let me know.
I mean, it's more like a family business, so Spike and Hurg just go around talking about the weapons and showing them off and stuff.
That's fair.
They
They
can
haven't
do
gone
some
public yet.
blacksmithery, but they're not like their dad. They're not like experts or anything.
We're just advertisers.
Yeah, word of mouth is really important for business.
Do you spin the weapons around like the spinny sign guys?
I do with my
Sometimes,
halberd.
occasionally.
Yes.
Beautiful.
And then misjudge the distance between you and the overhanging lantern and smack it to Kingdom Come.
Depending on our sleight of hand check. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hey, well, if y'all are blacksmiths, I've got a question for you. And I just whip out my sword real quick and put it in their face. What do you think of this one?
I think you have been using it a lot. How long have you
Yeah.
had it?
Yeah, it doesn't really have an
this
edge
one?
anymore.
Yeah, I was gonna say this one probably. What's it been, like 6 years? I wanna
Whoa,
say?
crap, we might need to fix that.
Definitely. See, this doesn't hold up like good Sword Steel Industries weaponry does. Look at that edge. Look at that. See how dull it is? It would take 20 years of good hacking use for one of our family's products to wear down like this. You have definitely bought inferior craftsmanship here. Boo Boo, you should have let us go with you. Or at least come to our shop.
Yeah, I would have.
But hey, at least we're here to help you.
Yes.
I was gonna say
We can give you the
yeah, what do you
friends and
think?
family discount.
Yeah, I'd appreciate that. And I was gonna say because I've had this for a while. Do you think you can still keep the curvature of the blade and all that?
I mean, our paw can really whip up anything in any style that you would want him to whip up. It just takes a bit. You'll have to put a commission in, of course.
We could even customize the look of the thing altogether.
Right, you are, Spike.
Yeah, I mean that'd be nice. Yeah, let's talk about that when we get home. Or I should say when y'all get home. It sounds like we're about to go have some fun.
Oh, yeah, we were doing something. Were we doing something? He looks at Meg.
Oh, I think we were gonna go talk to it's a Sindra Sylvain. I believe it was a supposedly a fancy pants adventurer. So I'm just so excited. I'd love to see what kind of fancy pants that they're wearing. I just kind of have my skirt on me here, but I'd love to see some of the latest city fashion.
Well, I'm definitely fashionable, says Hurg proudly, with his fur vest and brown
And your
patched pants.
lovely hat. Oh, I just love that hat.
His hat is quite lovely. Straw.
And
I like-
Does it
technically,
have a unicorn horn?
can I had a quick question. Since Sitlali, since she's a bounty hunter, wouldn't she know the city a little bit more than everybody else?
A bit, yeah.
Certainly knows it better than Hurg, that's for sure.
All I have is a roughly drawn map, so
Was there a more specific and pointed question, Sid?
I mean, I could take Megda to the latest fashion place, I guess we could say.
Well, it's up to you folks. What are we doing?
Hurg finishes his drink as quickly as possible so he doesn't waste his money.
It's probably not a good idea. You're probably gonna need to pee just like I do right now. Be right back.
Okay, brother, I'll protect your spaghetti for you.
I'm saying that out of character.
I was pretending it was in character to save face.
Okay.
There goes that.
Yeah.
You
Hurg
guys
eat-
are fantastic. I'm loving
Hurg
this.
eats Spike's second bowl of spaghetti while Spike is in the bathroom.
Ooh. You're getting to some Thunderdome territory.
Oh no.
Yeah.
All right. So how should we do this? Should we go around the town, or do we all want to go together? Go meet the Cinder feller?
did we
Megda.
establish what time it is?
It's about midday right now, give or take.
Hey, Megda.
Oh, yes. What's going
Yeah.
on?
Did you hear me?
Yeah, I said yes. Hi.
Oh, I couldn't hear you.
Sorry, I moved the microphone away and didn't realize it.
If you're interested in fashion, I could take you to one of the new places that they have opened up.
Oh, that would be so exciting. We can do our own little shopping spree. Oh, that'd be so exciting. Any of the boys want to go too?
Do they have stuff I can put in my hat?
Oh, they probably have the most beautiful things. I've heard that fashion, they have so many different things. You could put things on the hat, under the hat, attached to the hat, dangling from the hat. I've heard there's lots of different fashion out there.
I want to go.
Well, I guess then that means that all three of us are going to go. That's so exciting.
Spike, do you want to get cool stuff?
Sure. I wonder if I could find some cool new clothing there.
Maybe. Oh, by the way, I'm really sorry, but somebody ate your spaghetti while I wasn't looking.
Whoever did that was a scummy piece of something I cannot say.
Well, yes, you better watch your mouth, little one there.
I did watch my mouth.
and
That
you
is
need to-
exactly what I did.
And you need to finish your food if we're going to go shopping. So make sure you finish your dinner, lunch, whatever time it is. brunch? What are we? Are we at brunch, lunch? What are we
It's
doing?
just lunch.
Whatever. Num num num.
Spaghetti
Num,
time is all
num.
the time.
But the spaghetti's gone.
That is something you cannot go wrong with. Spaghetti time is indeed all the time.
Truer words have never been spoken. All right, my dear party. Sorry, go ahead, Billy.
I was just gonna say, if it's all the same to you guys, I had something I wanted to go ask around about. Do you want me to meet you at any specific time? Should we meet back here?
Do we know where that guy lives? Maybe we could meet in the area where that guy lives. Do we know where that guy lives?
Yeah, we might. They didn't say, but hey, what was his name again? Reek. Hey, Reek.
You look around. You don't see him.
Oh, I got this. I got this. Hurg raises his arm like he's trying to flag down a barmaid because he is. He's trying to flag down the barmaid that served us food.
And she promptly comes over. Yeah, sweet cheeks. What can I do for you?
Miss, we had a great time eating and drinking. We'd like to pay our tab, and I would be more than happy to leave you an extra great tip if you could tell us where, and he looks at Meg because he can't remember the name.
His name was Reek.
Well, I was going to ask for the Syndra person, but I guess we
Yeah,
can
that
ask
one.
where Reek went.
No, the Cinder person's probably good to cut out the middleman. There's a Cinder guy, he's fancy, adventurer person, giving
I
drugs
heard
Oh.
he had some fancy pants.
How are you talking about Sindra Sylvain? I hear she's been snapping up some adventuring types to do some work for her. I think you can find her over in the Mannerborn district. Not sure which house specifically, but once you get a little bit closer, I think the guys there can direct you. As for the tab, I'll be right back with it, honey.
Full an adventure.
Thank you, ma'am.
It's my pleasure. And she's back in all of like
I
30
eat
seconds
those
with
for
the
breakfast.
tab.
Hey. So so I look at her again with the fluttering, velvety elvish. I ask her if there's any way she can comp my drink this one time.
Oh, aren't you sweet? It's on the tab.
Hurg would
Thank
like
you,
to
ma'am.
pay. Hurg would like to pay Spike and Hurg's portion of the tab.
Yeah, I'll throw mine in there.
So all told, it's 2 gold per person.
Hurg puts down 4 gold so Spike can keep all of his gold.
Meg puts down her gold, and do we have like change for gold to like give a tip, or do we have to do like an extra piece of gold, or is tip included? How does it work here?
Well, that's up to you, folks. I certainly won't stop you.
Hurg puts
Trust
down an
me.
extra gold.
You're
Magda
sweet. If
does
you
as
need
well.
change, I can get you change, but trust me, it's unnecessary, hun.
No, that's alright. You got me a great drink, and you didn't even complain that my brother got spaghetti on the table, so thank you very much.
Oh, trust me, I still have to get. And she just looks
I
underneath the
eat
table.
spaghetti for breakfast.
That was that guy who lives upstairs and doesn't like adventurers because of what happened to his friend.
Yeah, poor John, but everyone's got a sad story around these parts.
I'd love to hear yours sometime, so maybe I could help out.
Second roll of the night. Hurg, please make a persuasion check.
Okay, let's see. Persuasion. We are not very good at that, but let's see. Oh, yeah, no.
That's a pretty good
cool.
roll. Yeah. First
Yeah.
natural 20 of the campaign.
It was not a nat 20, it was a 17.
Cool. I thought I saw 20 on the left.
You
I was
saw a
looking at the
2.
dice.
You
Okay.
saw a 2.
Oh, my bad.
She just kind of winks at you. Maybe, hun. We'll see. With just a big smile on her face.
Hurg smiles back because he truly wants to help and listen because he is a good boy.
I'm worried that Hurg doesn't understand the concepts of certain things.
Hurg does not understand the concepts of most things. Hurg has a
Oh,
0
no.
wisdom and a 0 intelligence, but a 10 charisma, so he can be nice sometimes.
0 intelligence.
He's strong, he got nice hat, and he likes bunnies.
Hurg is going to be a
Unlike the
hit for
real
all the
you,
ladies.
mommy.
Hurg will listen to your problems, and he will then fight the dragons, and all he will expect in return is for you to give him a cookie. And not the figurative but the literal cookie. He prefers double chocolate chip. Hey Patrick,
Noted.
I love you too, baby.
Oh, hey, Aaron, your character voice, it's cracking me up because your character is an orc, and it's extremely similar to the way the voice actor does Duratan in this book I'm reading. Because we did a Warcraft book for book club, and I'm like, oh my god, it's exactly the same.
Well, thank you. It kind of keeps changing because the country accent keeps trying to creep in, and he's not country. He's not country, but country accent keeps trying to creep in, and I'm blaming Critical Role because I just started listening to the second campaign that they did, and Ford, the half orc in that campaign,
Oh,
has
God.
a country accent, and I'm trying to keep that out of my voice, but it's not working. But
Hey, it's
anywho,
the
Well,
country boy
dang,
trying
I
hard
guess
to
I'm
be a
not
city
going to
boy.
be very helpful. I'm going to be very helpful then.
besides, we only need one country accent in here. We've got a Canadian accent, a country accent, and Hurg is just a strong, good himbo.
I don't know what Citlali's accent is.
And I have an 11-year-old child accent.
This is true.
Hey, we're covering the range of it. Fantastic.
All right.
Alrighty.
All right, Tab is settled up, and you guys see the waitress go back and come back out 30 seconds later with a bucket and a mop. And all right, folks, well, better skedaddle. I don't want to get this all over you.
Hey,
Well,
ma'am, if I may, do you know where, say somebody was interested in enchanting weapons and the like, do you know where I might go to speak to somebody about that?
Oh, please, you could throw a boulder and hit almost any building in the city that'll do that. Source for Sundries, just over in the Heatside district, not too far from here. What was that other one? The High House of Wonders, I think, does something along those lines. I'm pretty sure I heard old Garmalt's down at the bottom of the East Way might. Please, it's all over the place.
Thank you. I'm sorry, ma'am. What was his name again? Ladder?
Sorry, who we looking for, Garmalt?
Yes, that one. Thank you.
Of course, hon.
You have a lovely rest of your day, and thank you very much, ma'am.
Thank you, folks, for your patronage.
Have a great day.
Citlali just nods.
All right, my dear party, where are we going and what are we up to?
We're going shopping.
Yeah,
Where would
Hurg
we
is
like to
following.
go shopping?
Where would the best? Because Citlali's mentioned fashion, so where would be the best? I guess how you say fashion place.
The Helm and Cloak has always been a decent one. Eastway Expeditions and what was that other one? Distant Shores are both great for more foreign styles. And what was... There was another one, and I can't find it again because I don't have most of these names memorized because I am a loser. Blade and Stars, I think it was, if you want more practical attire.
Are we looking for practical fashion or regular fashion?
There's
Oh,
a
I'm open to
difference?
see any kind of city fashion. We don't have any of these kind of shops where we're from.
All right, then let's go to distant shores.
Hurg just looks astonished that there's a difference in fashion.
Okay, where's Distant Shores? Because I am just trying to find it on the map. There it is. It was underneath of the anvil in the corner, so I didn't see it.
All right. Hopefully the city ambience isn't too loud for you guys.
That sounds pretty good.
So-
Well, actually, I can't hear it all that much.
I was gonna say it's balancing great for me.
I don't know why it's not playing. Maybe my mic just can't. I mean, maybe my headset just can't pick it up. I don't know.
It's a possibility with internet, but it'd be weird if other people are hearing it and you can't.
Well, I was hearing it in my speakers, but then I switched the speakers to headsets so that it wouldn't accidentally interfere with my talking and have like an echo effect. And now I can't hear it anymore.
Yeah, I'm wearing headphones as well, and it's very faint for me.
Yeah, it's super faint.
I can hear it just fine.
So for those where it's faint, go to the little music note and make sure the playlist's volume is
Oh, it's all the way up.
Yep,
okay.
it's fine. I mean,
Yeah,
I
it's
can
not
hear it a little bit.
detrimental.
I just I just wanted to say, Aaron, you're not the only one here. So,
Cool.
I mean, it might just be that these are old headphones, so it's possible. It's just that one.
It's actually a strange issue that I've never come across before. All right, well, we'll troubleshoot it at some other point. But making your way across the city, it's actually getting to distant shores. It's actually not too far. It's only a few minutes walk from the Blushing Mermaid. You have to make your way through the Heap Gate, and it's kept wide open in the midst of the day. Even with it being the claw of winter at the moment, middle partway through Alturiak. It's nice and cool, but the bright sunny day is causing it to feel a little bit warmer than it normally would be. You've got the press of humanity around you within the city of Baldur's Gate. Once you make your way through the Heap Gate and make your way over towards the distant shores, you begin to see more varied folk. Humans and elves from the far north. You can see dwarves that came down from the great kingdoms within the Savage, not Savage North. Savage North? Yes, it's from the Savage North. And you can see all sorts of folk that also came up from the south, from Kalimshat, with their dark, ruddy skin. And you can see some gnomes that their attire is completely foreign to you, probably from way off to the east. But the distant shores, it looks like not quite a modest shop, but it's not the grandiose place that you would expect being within a city such as this. But going in, you see just mannequins and racks all over the place with clothing of all sorts, and the vast majority of it looks like stuff that doesn't look like traditional fashion around these parts. Looks like you can make out some clothing possibly from overseas, from Port Nyanzaru. You can see some stuff from Kalimport to the south, and some of that garb looks like it might be from Vasa or the great kingdom of Damara.
Hurg is, as soon as he gets into the store, automatically looking for the coolest to him, but probably most gaudy to everyone else, thing that he could put in his hat to make it fancy.
So, if Hurg would like to do, let's just do a normal intelligence, not intelligence, investigation check.
Bad. Well, that's pretty bad too. Make it fun. Oh, Hurg.
You're taking a look around, and you are seeing all sorts of stuff. but the thing that really stands out the most is you're poking through some of the like headwear, and you come across what can only be described as a golden star, maybe about the size of not quite Hurg's closed fist. It looks like it was knitted very lovingly, but it is just a gaudy golden yellow. And it looks like it's got a portion that's supposed to be like a little beanie part with the big star. It might be able to fit your head.
Does it look like I could put it on my existing hat?
It looks like you might be able to finagle it a little bit, yeah.
I want this one! And he shows it to Meg and Sit.
Oh, that looks like one of the high fashions. Oh, yes, that would be amazing. But you want to make sure that you're ready to haggle, because I've heard that sometimes they overprice something, so you'll have to be aware.
Oh, okay. I'm not really good at haggling.
I'm not very good at it either, but I've heard that we should try.
Sid, are you better at haggling?
Ha! 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 Am I?
Oh, do you think you could haggle for me, Sid? I'll give you the money if you get the good price.
Why don't you first ask what they want for it? Then we can figure it out.
Okay, I'll wait till you guys are done shopping.
I don't need anything. This is for you.
Don't you worry, Aaron. I have taught her well. You're in good hands.
So Migda's just kind of looking around and just kind of looking at all the fancy fashion, and probably not necessarily going to buy anything for herself because she just kind of, it's a little bit more modest and down to earth and kind of with her fashion from her village or town or whatever. But she's just in awe of all the fashionable things like giant gold gaudy stars and stuff like that. She's just like, oh, look at all the fashion.
On top of the golden gaudy stars, you've got the deepest and most vibrant purples you've ever seen in cloaks. There's a gorgeous gown that is this bright fluorescent pink. It's almost painful to look at. You've got just colorful and vibrant things, which compared to the like homespun wool from little podunk villages outside of cities like this, it's almost culture shock. A lot of you are more familiar with very like drab and plain clothing along the Sword Coast and most of Faerun. But you're discovering in a place like this that a lot of places, man, it's like a whole nother world when it comes to how people regularly dress, at least with what's being presented here.
Magda's also considering maybe buying a hat because her ears are getting a little chilly out in the cold weather, but she's not sure if she can pull off such high fashion.
Spike, do you see anything you like?
Oh, where'd he
Sorry, I
go?
wasn't really paying that much attention.
That was in character. Spike doesn't care about shopping.
Sure.
Spike, do you see anything in the cool clothes shop that you want?
Hmm.
You might want to speak into the mic a little bit more, babe. Jason? Jason? You might want to speak into the microphone a bit more. We can't hear you. So you need to repeat yourself. I think you might have pressed the button again. Nope. I'll be right back. We're experiencing technical difficulties.
No problem.
Spaghetti-o.
Dun dun.
Right.
Oh,
Do do do.
So how's everyone liking it so far?
very nice.
It's good. It's good.
I'm having fun. By the way, since they're doing that, can I take a moment and wanted to go visit the gobbled guy you mentioned?
Garmold?
Here, can you spell it for me?
It's on the map. I'll ping it for you.
Oh, okay.
Just tested it.
And then
Yeah.
just follow the arrow to where it points. And that's where Garmold is.
In his house of
Okay.
mastery.
Okay.
Also, little side note, we're by the bakery.
Would Magda like to go to the
No.
bakery?
Oh, I'm just
Okay.
bringing it to everybody's attention there.
Where
Magda
are
doesn't know
milk?
where in the world we are.
That's
All right.
fine.
See, I want to go pay him a visit.
All right, so while the rest of us are shopping, Boo Boo, you make your way over to Garmold's house of
Alright,
mastery.
can anybody hear me now?
Yeah.
Loud and clear.
Okay, good. Finally.
Making your way back through the city a bit, you pass back by the Blushing Mermaid and follow the streets, ever winding
back.
streets through Baldur's Gate. And eventually you make your way over towards Garmold's House of Master, which is this rather large, grandiose. It's a little thin, but it still has a very nice spired peaked roof. It looks like a small spiral tower almost, without being round. But it's a big oaken door with metal bands going across it and one of the massive metal ring knockers.
Right? I'm just gonna go ring on the door.
And it's just thud, thud. And a few seconds go by and the gigantic door just kind of creaks open. And you feel a warm gust of wind blow out through the doorway. And peeking in, you can see just very, very gentle candlelight, keeping what looks like a foyer, lit nicely. It's not too harsh. And
Hello?
welcome to the House of Mastery. Pray tell, what can I do for thee?
Hey, nice to meet you too. I was told that you would be the one to talk to if I was interested in either having a weapon enchanted or maybe we can come to some kind of agreement on one.
Huh, huh, huh. Indeed. This would be the place. Do you have coin?
A little bit. I was more looking at inquiring at this point.
About?
Well, so I very slowly, like just as a sign of calm, I very slowly pull the sheath off of my belt and then slowly unsheath the weapon. And so, ideally, I used to have this sword when I was younger that had a bit of a fire touch to it. Kind of looking to see if I can replicate that.
That weapon is inferior.
Oh, yeah, that's the second time I've been told that today. I might need a new one.
Indeed. Well, I can certainly provide the base as well, but it will take time and it will take gold.
All right. Well, that's reasonable. How much gold are we talking, pray tell?
I had the number in my head and then I completely forgot it. Sorry, give me 3 seconds.
Like 3,000 or something.
It's a decent bit.
Tes large and in charge.
See, I know I got this enchanted cheap last time, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah, last time I also didn't know what the hell I was doing.
Enchanting weapons is like a couple thou.
Yeah.
I forget. I don't remember. I don't remember what I paid when we played last time.
We had a good amount of gold last time, though.
Yeah, I mean,
but
we're just starting right now.
Yeah.
We are
Definitely had a way.
For what you speak, it would be 1,000 gold up front, and then another 1,500 upon completion.
Okay. Can I tell if he is inflating the prices?
Make an insight check for me.
1 second.
Well, given the magic
12?
involved, and especially if he's providing the base that the spells and enchants are being cast upon it, given that it's magic of sorts, no, it actually sounds pretty decent.
Okay. All right. That's very fair, sir. Now, I'm curious because I'd be more than happy to, come back to certainly provide you with the business at hand. But I was curious just from the off. Did you, maybe we can come to some kind of agreement? Did you need any work done? In which case I could provide a service to you in exchange for having such mastery bestowed on my own weapon?
Bring me a base to enchant, or materials to use for the enchantment itself.
What?
No! And that will lower the price. Otherwise,
Okay.
And even though you're talking to a disembodied voice, you can feel the shrug.
Okay, that's fair. Yeah, okay, because I just want to make sure I can definitely get you the base. What kind of materials would I need?
For an enchant like this, where it is more fire-based, any materials that would be of that sort of nature. Bottled lava, fire elemental's heart, red dragon scales, anything along those lines. The more rare the ingredient, the more powerful the enchantment.
Sounds very reasonable. So, just to make sure I have clarity, so 2,500 total. If I provide the weapon and say part of the enchantment or part or all of the materials, we could negotiate a lower price proportionately. Is that correct?
Correct.
Sounds very reasonable. Well, sir, I would definitely be happy to provide you with the base now. Hmm, I'll definitely be happy to provide you with the base, and I look forward to doing business with you going forward.
Indeed.
I just subtly back out, carefully and cautiously.
And just kind of tiptoeing backwards, and as you cross the threshold, the door just closes.
All right. Well, all right. So, hmm,
Are we still shopping?
Yes, to jump back to the
Yes.
other group now. What are we doing?
Hurg would like to buy this hat.
All right, and you take it right up front, and you can see a diminutive little gnome, obviously standing on a stool because he's cresting the counter. That looks like it would normally be taller than a gnome. Oh, hello. Oh, you're buying that one. Very cool. No, I've
I
always
know,
liked
right?
that one.
Did you see how it's got a star and everything?
Definitely, it definitely stands out. That's a good one to go with, friend.
Do you think it'll fit over my hat okay? Because I think it will, but I'm not really sure. What do you think? You know clothes, right?
I mean, sort of. I only partake in some clothing fashions. Eh, I more just like some of the colors. They're pretty.
This one's really bright and pretty. I think I like it a lot. How much is it?
Yeah. And you see him flipping through a little booklet right in front of him. I think that'd only be about a gold piece.
I look at Sitlani to see if that is good.
Well, Sitlali, if you would like to make an insight check for me, then
For what?
to see if he's telling the truth about
Let's
it
see if
being
it's a
a
good
gold.
price.
It's only a gold. I that if it was gonna be more than that, like I would have said like I had a whole line stack of what I was gonna say if it was more than a gold. Damn it.
Or if you personally feel that a gold is fine, you don't need to roll, and you can just say that a gold is fine.
Okay, that works. Tis fine.
Okay. Yeah, our gold. I will give you a gold. And he gives him a gold for the hat.
Aha! Pleasure doing business with you, friend. A gold for a gold. Hope you enjoy.
Oh, I definitely will. And he's gonna kind of move to the side.
Is he gonna try to put the hat on it? I hope it doesn't rip.
Oh, so he's gonna go outside because he's kind of big and probably in the way with all these racks, but he is going to try and put it on top of his straw hat when he gets outside.
And
Okay.
you get outside, and just very very gently, you're pulling it down, and it looks like if you were to try and force this like all the way down over the dome part of the straw hat, it would definitely tear. Same for your head, but it comes most of the way down, and kind of wiggle your head a little bit, and it looks like it stays.
Oh, that's so cool. Oh. Can I possibly take out of my bag, if I'm allowed to have possession of it, a needle and thread and kind of sew it haphazardly onto my hat so it doesn't fall off if I'm like running around? Not
Yeah,
anything
that's easy
fancy,
enough.
just enough to not fall off if I'm running.
Yeah, which you can easily just take a couple minutes and stabilize the golden star beanie onto your straw hat.
I do this. And then I put it back on my head and I stare at everyone excitedly. Isn't it cool?
Or you will look like the hottest fashion, or just the epitome of I don't know if she would know the word epitome. Um,
She's well
or
schooled.
just the height of city fashion. Oh, I love it. I love it.
You guys, I
Herg,
feel
you're
really
going to
fancy.
Herg, you're going to attract a lot of things.
Uh, like what?
Just things.
Oh, will they be fluffy?
I don't know.
Oh, maybe a bird will want to sit on my hat, and he looks very happy about that. It's keeping my head warmer though already. I don't feel air coming in through my straw hat as much. So I think this was a good idea.
Magda, is your ears cold?
Bit chilly, but I don't think I could pull off such fashion. Oh, but it looks so good.
Hey, Caliph, what would be not as, how do I say, like, more down to earth kind of clothing place?
Practical.
Practical, yeah.
Not garish. Helm and cloak.
Helm and Cloak would be a good one. Eastway Expeditions, potentially. And Blade and Stars if you want more practical and protective stuff.
Okay.
And by that I mean like armor.
Let's try Helm and Cloak to get you a hat.
Oh, I would really love to have a hat. I just hope I find something I can pull off. Oh my,
Or
I
you
don't know
can
what's
pull
happening to my voice.
You can pull off anything, Meg. You're really pretty.
Aren't you just the sweetest?
Hurg
And she
blushes.
just kind of like pinches his cheek, like, oh, you're just the sweetest.
Hurg blushes. Thanks, Mama Meg.
You guys are so freaking adorable. I love it.
Oh wait, after I left there, I want to make my way back to them.
All right. Which, as most of the parties making their way from distant shores to Helm and Cloak, and one lone Boo Boo is making his way from Garmalt's House of Mastery to distant shores, we're going to take a few minute break so that I can go get something else to munch on and a drink.
Sounds good.
Okie
All right, so we'll give it 10 minutes and be back here at 8:50.
Sounds good.
Wunderbar. I shall see you folks in a few then.
Excellent.
Hmm.
What you thinking about, Meg?
Trying to think of what kind of hat she would wear that would be new and fashionable, but something she thinks that she could pull off because she doesn't know if she could pull off like a brightly colored thing. She's still a little
What about something like a pale blue?
What about one of
Huh.
those Sherpa hats with the ear flaps?
What about the ones that when you press the thingy it makes ears go up? I like those.
Those are cool.
hmm.
What about one of those Russian hats that's like circular furry and then smooth on the top?
Circular furry.
I'll
It's
see
got a
if
ring.
I'll see if I can find one. Russian hat.
It's got a ring to it, Comrade Magda.
It's basically a raccoon leather crow sack.
Oh, I found the perfect hat for you, Meg. You're gonna love this one. It's great.
I'm looking up pale blue hats, and I'm just getting a lot of things I don't think Magda can pull off.
Found your hat.
I've got a cat under my table.
Oh, I think that would make Hurg upset.
It would make Hurg very upset. He would be very.
I'm not a badger. It's Russell.
That's not a badger. That's a Wolverine.
It looks like a badger on my end.
Badgers and Wolverines are related, so that is very
That would be terribly ironic if she's wearing Russell.
No,
Oh,
not
Lord.
Russell.
I don't think Meg would wear Russell. Or would she? Meg.
I miss Russell.
Well, maybe if Hurg dies, I will bring Bathilda back.
Well, hopefully we all live through this.
We're probably not going to. Thinking that you'll live through a campaign is a recipe for disaster.
If my character dies, I'm bringing in the Dragonborn along with the Whoopin' Stick.
That sounds good.
Oh,
You're
jeez.
really good with that whooping stick.
It's
think-
when it does hats.
It's called the Whoopin' Stick.
I think we may have to re-roll him though for you because I believe that several things have changed about your Dragonborn since last time.
Yeah, it's level 2 instead of level 1.
Yeah, that, but also I think we might have made it slightly wrong because Caliph pointed out several discrepancies that the Dragonborn race shouldn't have that I think we accidentally added. So I'm
Well,
probably
then we
gonna have to
might
fix
need
that.
to create a whole new one.
Yeah, it can be the same character, but like it'll be a newly made one so I can make sure that I don't make mistakes this time.
I'll keep my old one, though.
Mhm.
In case I
Speaking-
ever get to use that one.
Speaking of characters, I made my first ever World of Warcraft character the other day.
Oh, good. Are you dead yet?
There we go, pale blue one.
Me and my
That's
me
pretty.
and my cousin. It's like our second session of playing. I made a Draenei paladin, and he's kind of morphed into Thor. Everything he's kind of organically fallen into is how to beat people with a hammer.
Well, if you really wanted to be Thor, you should have just been a shaman, because then you could have dealt with actual lightning.
And you know what? I kind of wish I was a shaman because my cousin was telling me that shamans can get the Doom Hammer.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, the Doom Hammer would be the perfect weapon.
Also, I didn't know if you read, Aaron,
Mhm.
in the in Discord while you were talking about you know the armory and making the weapons and everything. I put in there one of Megda's sons is a blacksmith and made her mace for her.
Oh, that's so cute. Oh, maybe that's where our characters met the first time. Maybe your son came to Hurg and Spike's dad for a blacksmithing apprenticeship before he was a full-fledged blacksmith.
That could be it, yeah.
There is that connection.
And how you here is his name.
His name is Chasen.
Jason.
Chasen.
That's how you pronounce the last name of one of my old professors from college.
That doesn't sound good.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Welcome back.
Thank you, Patrick.
Patrick is telling us that he loves us even when he's mad at us. Or when we're mad at him. I'm not really sure which connection was anger, but when everybody's mad, we still love each other.
Words to live by.
That is the hat that I want.
Ah, that's a nice hat.
It is so cute.
We've got a
And
panda hat.
apparently you can make the ears individually rise up.
Yep, and the paws are actually mittens that you can put your hands in.
Mm-hmm.
We've got a panda like that.
I think the bunny is adorable.
Hey, by the way, Caleb, I got a question for you. If we live long enough and we get further down the pike, is it just a critical role thing, or can I more plus a mansion.
So Mordenheim's
Uh,
Magnificent Mansion is an actual spell, but you have to be a
Hmm.
spellcaster that has it in your particular class of spells to be able to cast.
Okay.
So it's not just like a thing that you can do unless you're part of the classes that has access to that particular spell line, or if you multi-class
Gotcha.
into that.
Well, he's coming at Eldritch Knight with the wizard spell list.
I don't think it's the entirety of the wizard spell list, though, is it? It's just like certain parts of it.
Thank you, Patrick.
it's most of it. It's essentially up to whatever levels. I think it's what, fourth level that you can get up to. And I'm going to look up now.
Mordenheim's
Mordenkainen's
is like
Magnificent
a
Mansion
8,
is a
isn't it?
Wizard 22?
7th level.
Oh yeah, that's high.
7th. Ah, there it is.
Yeah,
I
it's a
was
7th
looking
level
at
spell.
4th
If
edition.
we're looking at was it Leoman's Tiny Hut? That is doable, and that's a 3rd level spell. So you wouldn't get something like that until you were level 13.
Right, and that's why I figured I was gonna say we're gonna be way down the pike if we even live that long. I was just exploring
mean if?
possibilities there. If
If
What do you mean
If is
if? I'm
sometimes good.
hurt.
why?
well, it's not necessarily your fault. I mean, a global pandemic killed off my last character.
Maybe Megdo will use Wind Wall. Uh,
Oh God.
Do it. Do it.
I'm ready if everybody else is. Don't know about y'all.
Does that count? I guess we technically TPK'd ourselves, didn't we?
I TPK'd everyone if we're gonna be.
Yeah.
We're gonna be.
No, Michael TPK'd my character.
That's true.
Yes.
You could have lived.
I could have lived, but no, we had to
Hug.
loot the zombie body.
Yeah,
I'm still pissed about that.
I'm sorry.
All right, I'm ready if y'all are.
Well, on the bright side, Heather, you didn't get a hand chopped off in the first episode.
Eh,
True.
Of course,
You know what? I gotta get one thing off my chest. That as far as my druid goes, and when Sebastian was picking fights with all of us, why didn't you guys let me leave Sebastian in the cage?
Because we wanted to get him out.
It's like we could have left him in the cage.
We didn't want
we
to.
don't leave people in cages.
Yeah, most of our characters were either neutral good or good aligned, so we weren't gonna leave them in there.
I mean, I joined a cult for a very brief moment, but that's beside the point.
And on that note, bringing us back into the city of Baldur's Gate, guys. Back to our nice, bright, sunny day. You can see some more clouds beginning to gather, and the air's starting to take on a little bit of a chill to it, but it's still a very nice, bright, early afternoon. I believe we've got 80% of our dear group making their way towards Helm and Cloak, just over near the Temples District. And with one more making their way back towards the distant shores where they last saw their dear party.
No way downtown.
I am trying so very hard to avoid saying making our way because the phrase for starters is just so overused, and then everybody automatically goes down that route.
We're making our way downtown. We're walking fast. We're Helm and Cloak bound. I'm gonna-
guys.
If it wasn't for the fact that Courtney has already done it, I would multi-class Hurg into a bard, but he doesn't have enough charisma anyway, so I'm not going to do that.
I don't care. Ignore that restriction.
No, I don't feel right doing that because nobody will ever replace that character because she is beautiful.
Oh, dear Senny.
Study is best.
Uh, anyway, so Busey, you get back towards the distant shores, and you're poking around inside, and you realize you can't find him.
Oh, well, figures. Um, hmm. I'm just gonna look for the local help
Which
in the store.
there's a gnome situated on top of a box behind the counter, over near the door.
Hey, what's the gnome's gender?
Huh? Oh, hello. Sorry. And you see that he just took a bite of cookie.
I didn't know whether to say sir or ma'am.
Definitely, sir. There's a little mustache.
Okay. Perfect. Hey, sir. Did you see a group of roughly 4 people, a cat, a large thing? Did you see them around?
Oh, I assume they're your friends, yeah?
Yeah. I
Yeah.
seen them out around. Do you know where they could have went?
Yeah, no, they were talking about heading over to Helm and Cloak. Looking for something a little more down to earth, hopefully.
Oh, perfect. Thank you. I certainly appreciate it. Can you tell me where that is?
Yeah, of course. Just over on the other side of the Temple Street. Look for the High Hall or the Hall of Wonders. They'll be right next to them.
Fantastic. Thank you very much. I'm gonna start making my way there.
All right. And the rest of the deer party, you guys make your way over towards the middle of the Temples district. No. Sorry, I was eating the last of my cookie.
It's just cookies.
And you can see the helm and cloak. It stands out a little bit, even though it's a little on the smaller side compared to the rather large and ornate buildings that are around it. Literally, the sign over it is helm situated over a cloak.
Ah.
Kind of.
But
Exactly. And you guys go inside, and you can see that there. It looks like there's a dwarven woman that's in charge because she can clearly be heard throughout most of the store, bellowing out orders to what few staff she has. All right, let's get these ones loaded up and shipped out of here. Oh, hello there. What are you folks looking for?
Well, we're
Yeah,
just browsing around, looking for some of the highest fashion. I don't know if I could pull off something like these, but I'm definitely looking for a hat. So we're just going to be browsing around looking for something that sparks our interest.
all right, sounds good. If you're looking for anything in particular, please let me know. If you need sizing, also let me know. I'd prefer if you not try things on without my so. They might need to be resized just for trying, which is certainly doable. If you want something that'll take a hit or two, go over towards that side of the store. If you're looking for something that'll... Oh, pardon. Sorry, just had a little bit of me ale. If you're looking for something that's just a little bit warmer or cozier, go to that other side. Sound good, folks?
Well, thank you so much.
Hurg would
Most
like
welcome.
Hurg would like to speak Dwarvish to the woman and say, do you have any glitter?
Oh, you're a large one that's knowing this tongue. I like ya.
Oh, thanks.
Glitter,
I
you
like you
say?
too.
Ah, you know what? Just because you spoke in me native tongue, let me go take a look for you, my friend.
Aw, thank you. I really appreciate it. And Hurg puts his right fist on top of his left palm across his chest and he bows.
That's an interesting sight. All right, and she takes her fist and just claps it over her heart, and nods at you before disappearing. And as you're looking around, Megda, you're seeing probably not the highest of fashions. It looks not quite like what you might have grown up with or seen around where you normally live, but definitely much more down to earth and homier than some of the stuff that you were seeing in Distant Shores. A lot of the colors are a bit more muted. You're seeing more browns, dark blues, foresty greens. And true to their name, it looks primarily like it's headgear and cloaks, shawls, drapes, capes. Um, in fact, you can even see a fancy drow piwafwi. Um, it looks more like that sort of wear and tear around here. Um, was there anything in particular that thou wast looking for?
Well, I think during the break we were deciding on some type of light blue fur cap thing. Like, hold on, let me put another little reaction here. Arrow. There we go. That one will work. This one. I don't know if you can see it. I put an arrow with it. I'll move it. Hold on. Let me just repost it.
Oh, there we go. The one that looks like the Russian cap.
Yeah.
Okay. So, if we're looking for something along those lines, please make an investigation check for me.
Well, I'll probably not do well at that one, but we'll give it a shot. Nope.
If you'd like, I can try.
Oh,
As you're looking around, you're taking a peek over and under and through some of the racks, and mostly, especially for the headgear, on mannequins and in boxes marked headgear and the like. And you're digging through one, and you actually do find one that looks a little bit like that. It's not quite as light a blue, but it looks like it's pretty close, and it looks very cozy and warm.
Oh, look at this one. Oh, this is just what I was looking for. Oh, what do you think? And she kind of shows it to Hurg, and is Spike still paying attention, or is he kind of off in his own world? And
Hey, Spike, are you still paying
Ronnie?
attention?
Not exactly.
All right.
Spike doesn't
At
do
least he's
shopping.
honest.
Spike lives for hitting things with his sword. Shopping is not fun.
Sitlali gives a thumbs up.
Hurg, although he is constantly glancing off to where the dwarven woman went to hunt for glitter, is very enthusiastic about the hat as well. Ah, Mama Meg, you look awesome.
Oh, all right. I think I'm gonna try to get this one here. If you don't mind, Miss Sitlani, would you give me some help making sure I'm getting a good deal?
Sure.
Oh, awesome. So, I guess when the lady comes back, then we will try to purchase the hat.
Which it's only about a minute or so. She comes walking back, and she comes right up to you, Hurg, and all right, my friend. You're looking for glitter, and I've got a little bit here, actually. Not much. It's not the sort of thing that I really keep around here, but just for you. And she hands you a very, very tiny, this thing's like the size of the tip of your pinky, sort of small vial. And it looks like it's a mixture of possibly like metal shavings, rather than the like traditional glitter that I know we're familiar with in the real world of Earth. In Faerun and most other places like this, it's got to be created using magic and the like, or otherwise it's very, very, very finely shaved metal. So it looks like it's the shavings of silver, a little bit of gold, and some shiny copper, just kind of mixed in together into this tiny little vial.
Oh, wow, this looks awesome. How much would I owe you for this? Of course, all in Dwarvish. She's doing this.
Oh, please, hon. I'm not really using anything like that around here. Take it. Take it and enjoy.
Ah, thank you very much. I've got a special project for this. I really appreciate it.
No, it's my pleasure, darling. Oh, I see you picked out one of the hats over there. Fantastic.
Oh, yes, this is a beautiful hat. How much is this one?
Let me take a look at that. And as she's sizing it up, it looks like it should only be about, I think it's only about a gold or so.
She looks over at Sitlani.
Why? It's
Hurg
just a
also looks
goal.
at
She doesn't know. She doesn't
And
want to
I
be
know
swindled.
she doesn't know what do you want it for free?
Lonnie. No, they're just looking at you to make sure it's okay.
She just sort of semi rolls her eyes and nods.
Okay, so then she gives the gold.
All right, it's a pleasure doing business with you, darling.
Oh, thank you so much. I'm so excited. Thank you.
Sitlani, you're really good at this, whispers Hurg in a not whisper.
Oh, I like you lot.
Ah, thanks. You're really nice too. You have a really pretty shop.
Why, thank you. It's been in my family for a couple of generations now.
Ah, me and Spike, and he points at his brother who's kind of staring at anything pointy probably. Me and my brother Spike come from the Sword Steel family, and we have sort of a shop too. Our father's a blacksmith. Maybe you've heard of him? Grant Sword Steel?
The sword steels. I've heard the name on the breeze here and there. Sorry, not on the breeze. That's not quite a dwarvish saying. That's a more pointy or elvish saying. No, I heard it amongst the rocks. There we go.
Oh yeah, well, our father Grant, he runs a place too. It's nice to see that such good family businesses can thrive even in the bigger cities like this.
Aye, certainly is. It's always a boon to be seeing family-owned businesses. Not like some of them incorporated human and elvish market chains that drive up sales and drive down prices and put us lot out of business. And she just spits on the ground.
Quality over quantity, that's how things should be done.
Aye, that is certainly the truth. At any rate, is there anything else I can do for you folks?
I think. Does anybody else need to do anything in particular? Just kind of.
Hurg's already got his hat, he's cool.
All right. Oh, I think we're doing great. Thank you so much.
All right, it's a pleasure. If you folks need anything else, you can find me hollering at my rather useless assistants.
And Hurg would like to shake her hand before he leaves, if she allows it.
Oh yes, she holds her hand out and it's a very firm and hearty shake.
Hurg returns it jovially, but, not too hard. Just, enough so that they're both even.
And just see the crack on this dwarven, oh my god. Weathered dwarven woman's face. There we go. Holy shit, that was hard to say. Pardon my language.
Have I arrived yet?
It's actually, you guys damn near run into each other. They're walking out literally as you're starting to open up the door and go in.
Oh, oof! Boo Boo, there you are!
It's all right. Good lord. Hey, Hurg, I was wondering, can you come help me with something? Either you or Spike?
Huh? Sure, Boo Boo, what you need?
So, I went to the enchanting feather that I was mentioning before. I need to buy a new sword. Now, I know
Okay.
you guys said your dad was the blacksmith,
Mm-hmm.
but would y'all be able to come with me and maybe find me something that's kind of quality? I want to make sure that have your expertise when I'm going to shop.
Question for the DM. Did the store we were just in, Helm and Cloak, have swords, or was it just clothing?
Just clothing.
Okie dokie. Sure. I could definitely do that, but should we talk to that guy we were supposed to meet first?
I
We
would
could.
say
I was just, yeah, we could. I was just, y'all said this, especially if I'm going to need a new weapon.
Yeah, well,
At least,
if you want a good new weapon, you're probably gonna need some money first. Hats are one thing, but a good sword, that's what I would know the cost of, and it's not gonna come super cheap. Right, DM?
Yes!
Yes, that is right. A kind of run of the mill longsword usually goes about 15 gold or so. Some of the really good ones can be anywhere from double to triple that.
Yeah. So her could be like, yeah, they're pretty expensive. We might want to visit the guy first and see if we can get paid some money for doing whatever he wants us to do before you start looking for a new sword. Otherwise, you'll just waste it on a below rate one and have to go resell it and buy a new one later, and you'll lose out on more money.
that's very reasonable. I appreciate the insight.
I am good at swords and axes and all the like. Well, actually, Spike's better at swords than me, right, Spike? Spike? Hey, Spike!
Yeah?
Spike, you're better at swords than me, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, I know that, and I'm better at axes, and Spike's better at swords, so he knows the real quality swords, and we both know that they are expensive.
The real
enough. Hey.
quality swords are large and sharp.
Yes.
Sharp.
Well said.
They're even sharper than Sharpies, I tell ya.
Yes.
What's a Sharpie?
Hey, Caleb.
It's what we call javelins.
Hey, Heather.
Noted. Thank
I've
you.
been wanting to possibly. Would there be a possible way to trade my short bow in for a crossbow?
It's certainly doable, yes.
Okay, because I would rather have a crossbow for this character, because, yeah.
Hey, I'm not going to stop you. If you wanted, you could even just trade it out and not worry about role playing it.
Okay, how do I do that specifically? Do I just...
Let's see. You can see the compendiums on the right. It should be the little icon next to the gears, yes?
Yes.
So if you click on that, scroll a little bit of part of the way down. You should see possibly actor stuff, and then you will see a tab that says item, I hope.
Yes.
And then I think it should be under. I'm hoping you can see this one. One of the compendiums should be items SRD for item D&D 5e.
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic. Click on that,
Okay.
and then that should open up a little window with a shit ton of items in it.
Alright.
Just search the one you're looking for, and then drag and drop it into your character sheet.
It would be a light...
I believe so, because I think the heavy is a martial weapon. Yes, which
Yeah,
you don't have
alright.
proficiency with. So yeah, it would be a light crossbow.
And crossbows are fun too.
So I just delete the short bow, correct?
Yes. And then next to the light crossbow on the right-hand side, you should see a little shield icon.
Yes.
Click that.
Oh,
There you
okay,
go.
I see it. Alright.
And then just a little lower down under the consumables, delete the arrows and then just drag some bolts over. Just to round out your inventory and make sure that everything just looks hunky-dory and okay. Yeah. And then the little middle button to the right of the shield, it looks like a box with a pencil.
Yeah.
Click that.
Mm-hmm.
That'll pull up the item information on the left-hand side. You should see the picture of it.
Yes.
And then just beneath that, it should say quantity.
Mm-hmm.
See if you can change that number to 20.
Yep.
There you go.
Thank you.
All right. Yeah. And same goes for anyone else, especially when it comes to mundane items like that. More particularly if it is trading out. Like you feel like a character would have been better off story-wise with a particular weapon. So long as it's only done in places like this, I have no problems with you folks just doing it.
Also, could I ask a question about holding them? I need a bolt case, don't I? Or is that just mundane?
That's semantics. Yes.
Got it.
If you wish to add it to your inventory, go right ahead. Otherwise,
I mean,
I don't care. It's
I'll
particulars.
just keep it in my backpack.
Yeah. It's. I'm not going to be getting nitpicky and like nitty gritty details like counting how many bolts you've used. No, that's up to you folks to track if you wish. When it comes to normal items like how many arrows or bolts you have, honestly, I don't really care. It's a goal to replace everything and then some. So, unless it's a magical item that's a consumable, I don't really intend to track it.
Hold up, I gotta go to the
Okey-dokey.
bathroom again.
Drinking too
Yep,
much
yep.
juice.
That's okay. I'm drinking too much Sprite.
That happens.
Anyway,
Thank you
We've
for
just-
that.
no, always. So, where are we, my dear party? We are right outside the Helm and Cloak.
Mhm.
Where do we wish to go now?
Did he?
Yep,
Where-
I guess we're gonna go visit that Sindra Sylvain fella.
Did he? Where did they say he lived? Was it Manderboard?
I think so. I did not write that down.
Meg wrote it down, I'm sure.
Give me a second, I'm looking.
Meg writes everything down.
Matterborn District.
Hurg remembered something. He gets another gold star.
To put on his hat.
But did he remember it in character? Or did his player remember it? Who knows?
What's the difference?
Let's roll an intelligence check to find out.
I like to think that, especially when it comes to Hurg, that no, Hurg remembered it.
Hurg probably remembered it.
Yeah, and he's really proud of himself, especially once Meg backed him up.
He is extremely proud. I am very good at remembering where things are. Or the names of things. I actually don't know where that is. Oh, hold on. And he runs back inside. What was the name of the shopkeeper again? Hurg would know. I do not remember.
I don't think she ever actually introduced herself.
Oh,
no,
that's
she
right.
did not.
Ma'am, and he's saying it in Dwarvish again.
Oh, what's up, lad?
I'm sorry to bother you. I know you're working hard, but we're looking for the Manorborn district. There's a Mr. Sylvie Fancy Pants or whatever over there who wants to give people like us jobs, and I don't know where that is.
Are you talking about the Sylvain character?
Yeah, that guy.
Oh, lass, it's a lass.
That girl.
But it's okay, trust me, it's a little bit hard to tell when you first meet them. You'll see what I mean. But
Oh. Are
no,
they
it's literally just
are
sorry.
they like really elfy? Sometimes I can't tell with those.
they're not even an elf.
Oh. Oh, that's cool.
No, they got a fancy
What's
name.
that?
Okay. Oh, I'm sorry.
What?
I keep interrupting you.
No, you're fine. It's just a hop, skip, and a jump that direction. And she points to the kind of like south by southwest direction. Just to be going through the manor gate over there on the other side of the temple is an. I don't really know which manor specifically it is, but ask some guards in that direction and they can point you in the right way.
All right. Thank you very much. I hope that I can come back from work glitter later.
Can't be promising I'll have more, but you're a sweet one.
Aw, thank you. He brushes and rubs the back of his head, but tries not to jostle his hat too much. The star swings slightly. And he's out the door.
The
Bye!
imagery, I love.
Oh,
And
guys,
just hear this
that way.
bye.
Oh, it's that way, and he points to everyone in the party the way that the nice dwarven lady told him.
Thank you, Hurg.
No problem, Boo Boo.
And true to her word, it literally is just a hop, skip, and a jump from the Helm and Cloak to the manor gate. And a couple of guards are actually stationed on either side of the open gateway, just keeping an eye on who's going in and out, but it doesn't really look like they're stopping anyone or searching or anything of that sort.
Do you want to ask them where it is, Boo Boo? Because you're fancier than us. They might talk to you more.
Oh, yeah. Sure, I can give it a shot. Now, just to verify, what exactly were we looking for?
Sylvar Sylvain's house? He looks to Meg. He looks to Meg to confirm.
I believe they said Sindra. Sindra. It was a very new name. I'm not used to such fancy names. But Sindra, and they said that she has very fancy pants.
Oh yeah, and apparently,
It,
you can't tell if they're a girl or a boy when you first meet them because they're like elves. They're very androgynous. There we go.
Oh yes, I've heard a lot of very fashionable people.
You do know that Sitlali knows pretty much almost everybody because she's a bounty hunter, right?
Hurg does not know this, and Sitlani hasn't said anything.
Well, she doesn't say much.
Exactly. Hurg does not know this. Sitlani has not offered it up.
all right. Well, yeah, I'll go give it a shot.
I just want to see him talk to the people just to see what happens. That's all.
That's gonna be funny. I want to see that too.
Right. Now, do we know if they're elves?
They said that she's not an elf. It's just a lady with a fancy name.
Gotcha. I was gonna say because
I thought it was an elf because of the name.
Right. Yeah, it does sound kind of elvish. I mean, my mother's name was Sindra Thiel, so it's certainly something similar there.
Oh, you got something in common.
I digress. All right. So I go over to him.
Good day.
Hello. How are you today?
Fine.
It's a pleasure to make your absolute acquaintance. I had a question for you. As I understand it, there was a man here by the name of Sindra Sylvain.
Indeed.
Does she come around much?
Not particularly.
Yeah, I was
For their
wondering.
residence.
I'm sorry. What was that?
Are you looking for their residence?
It's out of character. I couldn't hear you.
Sorry, can you hear me now?
Yes, if you'd be. Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay, cool.
Yes, if you'd be so kind.
Indeed. What business do you have, Miss Sylvain?
Well, as I understand it, she was looking for some capable individuals that could potentially work for her and perhaps come to a mutual agreement.
Indeed. Follow the streets. It'll be the next road on your right, and then it'll be the third house on the left.
Next road on the right, third house to the left. I definitely thank you for your wonderful hospitality.
Of course.
All right, so I go back and... All right, so I got her address. Turns out she's the next road down and the third house on the right.
Oh, cool.
Shit. Yeah, would you make her way down there?
Yeah, let's go. He's not getting any older.
Doors now.
Hurg waves at the guards as they go by. Thank you very much for the directions.
And you see both of them just kind of staring at the star on top of your hat, and they just nod.
It bobbles as he walks.
You hear a slight chuckle coming from behind.
I make people happy, says Hurg.
Well done, Hurg. Well done.
Oh, you naive,
I'm
naive,
back.
naive.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
What am I naive about? He was laughing. He was happy.
Nothing, not you.
Oh, okay.
Following the directions.
Alright, sorry.
Sorry for the high-pitched laughter in the background. Courtney's watching all sorts of videos on her own.
It's okay.
Following the directions given to you by the so kindly guard, you get down to the next road on the right, and you see numerous large houses, each one with like a small wall in between them. They don't seem like the largest houses that are around here, but definitely pretty big in comparison to a lot of the other places that you've been walking past. And you're coming up to them, and so which one are we going to?
Well, let's see. So it said the third house on the right. So,
Go to the
this
third
would
house on
be-
the right.
yeah, I guess so. This is definitely the more affluent of neighborhoods. So, let's just go and knock on the door.
We go to
Alright.
the third house on the right.
And you go up to the third house on the right, and you can see through the metal gateway, the door that's ahead, and this particular house looks a little squat. It looks like dark marble, perhaps brick. Honestly, it's kind of hard to tell what sort of stone it is that makes up the majority of this house. But you're looking through, and well, it looks like the gate is locked.
Is there a bell or anything around the gate that one might pull, like a pole to like ring or anything?
You do see a small cord it looks like it's coming out of the stonework that makes up the fence, or the wall. It's not really a fence if it's brick. And you can see a thin silvery cord come out the other side of the wall that leads into the house.
I would like to pull it.
And Hurg pulls the string, and you don't hear anything.
I wait because it seems like it might be magic.
About 30 seconds later, you do see a rather well-dressed older gentleman. Yes, what can I do for you folks? Do you
Hurg.
have business?
Rick steps back to let Persepolis talk.
Hi. Do I recognize the species of the person?
Human.
Hello, sir. We definitely had business. I was looking for a Cinder Sylvain. I was told she might live here. We were just wondering if we could speak with her.
Oh dear, wrong side of the road, my friend. Turn around.
Thank you. So it was
course.
third house on the left then, is that correct?
Well, it depends on which direction you came from.
The manor gate.
Then yes, it would have been the third house on the left.
Oh, I don't think that the guards liked you, Boo Boo.
Yeah, either that or my hearing is somewhat dulled. Well, thank you very much, sir. I certainly appreciate your help in correcting the matter.
Of course.
Sorry about pulling on your doorbell and disturbing
Wait,
anybody inside.
Can I, wait, hold the phone. Yeah, sure enough. Okay, never mind. I was gonna ask if I can tell if he's lying to me. But...
Should totally do that because
All
Hurg
right.
would not think of doing that because it's not his house.
In fact,
Pretty sure they're not lying.
Yeah.
Hers?
Yeah. No, I think I had a moment of dyslexia.
I think Kayla's
No,
trying
it's
to
all
say
good.
something.
no, you folks are perfectly fine. You come before me. But as you turn around and look at the house that's directly across the street, anyone here know Elvish?
Me.
Yes.
I'm a half elf.
Doesn't mean you know Elvish.
Yes.
Yes, I do speak Elvish.
All right. Several of you. You turn around and you can actually see in Elvish script across the top of the doorway the name Sylvain.
Oh, I think that might be the house.
Yeah, certainly does appear that way. All right, let's go over there.
Hurg looks
And
for another bell to pull.
Kayla's already forgotten that I was flirting with the barmaid in Elvish.
Oh, you think I forgot? No. I'm just making sure. It's always better to not assume when it comes to the players because it creates interaction between us. And especially since and we are on stream, and so it is always good to bring it up and talk because they don't get to see what's on the screen unless it's on Aaron's screen, and they don't get to kind of see what's going on behind the scenes.
Yes.
True. Fair enough.
All
right.
But as you folks walk up, yes, Hurg, you do see another cord, much like the one on the other house. Same spot, too.
I pull this cord.
I was just about to say, Hurg, do your thing.
And immediately the gate opens.
Oh, man, that's automatic. Isn't that cool? Meg, isn't that cool?
It is.
Oh, that's very interesting. I don't think I've ever seen such this word I'm looking for. Hold on a second.
Hey,
Such
Kayla.
engineering.
I just had a question. Since Lolly is a bounty hunter, has she been here before already?
This particular house? No.
Oh, okay.
Spike, isn't that cool? You pull the cord and the whole door opens.
Okay.
Spike's not very easily impressed, guys. He's seen a lot of stuff.
I love the dedication to character.
And so I walk up to the door and I say in my beautifully velvet Elvish, hello, is anyone around?
Why are you talking to the door, Boo Boo? Shouldn't you knock?
Well, if it's magic, they can hear me.
But what if it's not magic? Have you ever thought about that?
Plus, it's
Well, then
manners
he's
to
just
knock.
talking to. Then he's just talking
Alright.
to a door. So I mean, I guess we don't lose either way.
True.
Fair enough. I knock on the door.
Yeah, that was a smart choice to begin with.
You're right, Spike.
Absolutely.
A few seconds go by. A few more seconds go by. And then the door just gently cracks open. And you see a very stooped older woman. Hello. Welcome
I go
to
back.
House Sylvain. What business have you with the mistress?
Go back to beautifully velvet. Hello, madam. We were told that Sindra Sylvain, as we understand it, the mistress here, may have work for us or may need of assistance, and that we may come to a mutual agreement.
Indeed. You can save your honeyed words for those who are more caring about them. Please, follow.
All right, y'all, come on.
Hurg follows, and he's gonna look at the older lady with concern and say, "Ma'am, are you all right? You look really tired. Do you need to sit down?"
Always. It's what happens when you've seen 700 years.
Oh, wow, that's a long time. You must know so much.
One would think, yes.
Wow. I wish I could be around that long. I'd be able to see all the places. He kind of says that more under his breath to himself than anybody else, but people can hear it.
You would be surprised, young one. Please, this way. And she leads you into the grand entrance hall, and it is decently grand. Um, as you're going in, you can see it's wide open. You can see up to the ceiling. In fact, you can see the second floor. You can see a small balcony up there, kind of ringing the top of the entranceway, and you can see the ceiling up above that with a beautiful stained glass window, letting in all sorts of light. And as the clouds lazily drift across the sun, it kind of changes and shifts the image so it looks like the colored light is just swimming through the air, um, almost creating like a mesmerizing effect. And you can see stairs on either side of the far walls, to the left and right, going up towards the balcony with a single door, both on the floor and up above along the back, and then a door off to the left and right. And then kind of lining the rest of the wall space, you can see some paintings of various sorts and pedestals with various and sundry items on them. You can see old dented helms. You do see a spear that looks placed into God damn it, I just forgot the word. We'll just use the base word, a holder. It looks like two metal prongs coming up out of the pedestal that the spear is placed into. And you see a very fine suit of chainmail off to one side as well. And this diminutive woman is just kind of leading you, and please follow me. I do not take the stairs, so if you would be so kind. And as she's walking towards the back wall on the first floor, but rather than going towards that middle door, she actually hooks left and goes to the wall actually underneath the stairway, where there was a hidden door that you couldn't see from where you'd been standing by the entrance. And she just kind of pushes it open, holds it open, and then just gestures for you folks to go in.
Berg has been walking through this room with his mouth just open, catching all of the flies as he stares everywhere. He jolts out of it as the woman beckons under the stairs, and he's like, "Oh, okay, sorry," and he ducks down to get through the door because he's pretty tall.
Meg just like, this is such a beautiful home.
Thank you. I do my best to maintain it for the mistress.
You do a great job. Did you see how sparkly that window was? It's awesome.
Can I tell if this is magic maintained?
Go ahead and make an Arcana check for me.
So that.
Oh, also, something that we should all get into the habit of doing, because I know it's something I will need for when I'm doing contested rolls. Always make sure to say what it is you got. That way, it's mostly for the stream's sake, not so much us.
They
that
can
way,
see
anyone they can see it on your screen, yes, but hearing it is also important.
True.
I'm happy to do it. Where can I see that? Because I haven't been able to see what I rolled.
So if you go to the conversation bubbles, So click on the conversation bubbles in your left-hand corner. You'll see in-character roles and OOC. If you click on roles, it'll show you all the dice rolls that have been going on.
Okay, 1 second. Let's see. I'm trying to bring it up because my character bubbles, or the chat bubbles, kind of non-responsive.
So when you click on it, the first thing that you're in is probably in character. You see nothing but grayness, and down at the bottom you see like your dice and your rolling stuff. So if you go to the right of in character, there is a thing that says roles. Click on roles itself, and it changes you to a new tab, where the bottom stuff remains, but then you see all the roles.
Gotcha. Yeah, why can't I? Ah, okay.
You rolled an 11, by the way.
Thank you. All right, so I rolled an 11.
All right, with an 11, you're looking around, and especially when you look up at that stained glass window, you don't see a ladder in any form, especially because it looks like it's in the middle of the roof. Either this stooped woman climbs up to the roof to clean the outside of that window, or she uses magic in some form to help maintain it. Otherwise, yeah, you as you're looking around, you can see that some of the items, either they're really good fakes or they're probably magical in some form, and probably there's magic used to help enhance their visual effect a little bit. You know, kind of increase the sheen on some of the armor, or oh my god, I just forgot all the rest of the description I had in my head. God damn it. That's what I get for thinking about too much stuff. That's not going to come to me. Or just keep the glass cases that things are held in crystal clear and smudge free.
Luminescent.
Gotcha. Okay.
As Hurg is stooping down to avoid smacking their head on the door frame, it's a small, not very well lit little hallway. Not terribly tall, so you kind of have to stay stooped, most of you taller folk. But it's not a long walk. It's only about 15, 20 feet, and then there's just a door on the far end of this hallway, and it's the only other thing of note within this, but it's closed at the moment.
Hurg will wait until he has permission to open it because it's not his house.
You just hear the thud as the door that the stewardess was holding open closes, but you look back and you don't see her.
Oh, guess we're supposed to keep going. Hurg reaches out to open the door.
And it's unlocked. You can open it easily enough.
Hurg opens the door and looks inside.
All right, so as we're looking in, if I could get everybody to roll me a perception check, please.
You hear that, Spike? It's time to roll dice.
Yay!
So open up your character sheet and touch the word perception.
I like how
I
they all
can't
hit
see
each
a
other.
thing.
Perception.
Yeah.
Found it.
I got a 10.
I percepted good.
You did perceptive good. You're the first one who looked in, so.
I was going to say that made sense.
Where's Sit's oh, there it is. Oh, damn. Oh, I'm sorry,
Yeah.
Sit. She's behind too many people. She didn't want to be the first one into the room.
I was going to say, it's primarily because there's the hulking form of Hurg. A few people in front of you sit.
And Megda.
And
Yeah.
you've got
And
a few
Spike.
half-orcs all in front of you, making it very difficult to peer in. And it's as you're getting up on your tippy toes because you've it's that sense of wonder of peeking into like the fantasy version of the Batcave. It's the secret little doorway, this secret little hallway, and there's some secrecy about this and something. And so you're up on your tippy toes and you get one of your hairs and then you just sneeze violently.
Achoo!
Ooh,
I
bless
don't exactly
you.
know what I was rolling for.
Oh, to see into the room.
Oh, so I don't see.
But Megda, Busey, and Spike, you guys are having a little bit of trouble looking in. You can make out some general details. You can tell that there's just a small crackling fireplace, which actually, speaking of, let me change the ambiance, because guess what I've got?
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say a crackling fireplace.
Crackling hearth noises.
There we go. Can everyone hear it fine?
Nothing yet.
I can hear it faintly.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, there it is. I can hear that one really well.
Hey. And you can hear the fireplace, and as some of you are trying to poke around the huge form of Hurg, you can see a couple of grandiose high-backed chairs facing inwards towards it. You can see it looks like a messy study. You see just shelves full of books lining two of the walls, and there's
It's
a
almost
large,
10.
yeah, almost. You can see a huge oaken desk with it looks like stuff just kind of spread out on it, almost chaotic. As you're poking in, Hurg, you can see actually various books and papers on that desk, and some of them even look like maps of all sorts. But more importantly than that, you see in the chair on the left, so it's a little bit closer there. The fireplace is on the wall to the left, with the two high back chairs facing in towards it. And the one on the left, you can see a small figure sitting in it, heavily wrapped in robes. It just looks like plain dark gray robes. And you see the figure stand up and turn towards you, just in a very raspy voice. Hello. I see some have answered my call. Wonderful. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. My name is Sindra Sylvain.
What
Please.
is?
Please do come in.
Berg bows and uses the bow to duck under the door frame so he can get into the room, and shuffles slightly to the left so other people can come in. He's like, my name is Hurg Swordsteel. It is very much nice to meet you, ma'am. These are my compatriots. And he makes a hand motion so everybody else can introduce themselves.
Who is second in line?
Don't know.
That's up to you folks.
Obviously, Sitlali is in the back. Maybe we should do it in order of perception checks.
That works.
Okay,
It's
so
a-
we're doing perception checks.
No. We're saying we are entering the room in order of our perception checks. That means Hurg was first, Bucephalus was second. After that's Megda. Spike is after Megda, and Sitlali is the very last person into the room.
It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance, ma'am. I'm Bucephalus Grayson McAllister at your service.
Oh, hello. My name is Megda. Oh, you have such a beautiful home.
Spike, your turn.
Okay, so what do I do?
So you're walking into the room and introducing yourself to the lady in the chair.
I'm Spike Swordsteel. Come visit our shop and buy some epic gear. You'll need it.
That's my brother. We're pretty good at selling.
And also, I love swords.
This is evidenced by the large sword that Spike wears at all times.
If anyone
Hey.
tries to touch it, well, they better be ready.
I just whisper, is he a shameless plug wherever he goes?
Hey, we've got to support our family business.
Exactly. No
I'm
showing
saying.
disrespect. Very
I,
rude.
I was merely curious. I wasn't being disrespectful.
Okay.
And
Ah.
then
Hi, I'm Sitlali. I'm sure you know about my family's reputation.
What is she on about?
I think she's famous.
Indeed. I've heard of most of you.
Damn,
It is a pleasure.
this thing song slaps.
So. And she stands up and throws back her hood, and that's where we'll end the session tonight.
Dun dun
Just-
dun.
Or we're getting hit with cliffhangers. Here we go.
That's the
Of
only way to
course.
play is cliffhangers.
Yeah. I got to make sure you guys come back for some reason.
Exactly.
Yeah, because we're not just gonna we're not gonna play. Yeah.
In the
We've all
next
been waiting like
episode
a year to
of
play. But
In the next episode of Dinosaurs and Dungeons, will Hurg find the time to put the sparkles on his hat? Will
I'm
Megda?
pretty sure it's Dungeons and Dragons.
It's Dinosaurs and Dungeons now, or Dungeons and Dinosaurs.
so are we gonna?
D&D or D&D?
D and Dino.
I like D&D and D.
right.
Ooh.
Fancy. All right. Well, thank you to anybody who has been watching tonight. This has been session 1 of Dungeons and Dinosaurs, hosted by the lovely Kalis, as they have been our DM for the night. And you can catch us next week on Wednesday, assuming none of us have died from the current pandemic. We will again be streaming, hopefully at about 7 o'clock, 7:15ish or so. And we hope that you will stop by, all one of you, which is probably myself, who's been watching the screen on mute in another window. Thank you and good night.
Later.
Say good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night, cause I'm going to need to hit the hay. Cause I've got school tomorrow.